Hello my lovelies, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a little while since I've posted and I really do apologise for that, but I thought for today, let's get back into it. You know, it's the start of a new month, it's halfway through the year, which is terrifying, and you know what, I was like, let's just start with like a kind of semi-clean slate. Try and film like a wee short video today, get back into the habit of it, get back into the routine and see what happens. So for today's video I'm going to do a really quick recap, and by really quick I mean really quick. A really quick recap of what I read in May. Back in May I did not have a really good reading month. I think this might have been my second worst reading month of the year. I feel like I say that every video actually. Every time I think I can't get worse, I get worse. Like I've been in a kind of slump for me all year when it comes to reading, which is really strange. You know, because I think I said my goal for May was to read like 10, 12 books maybe, and in total I read 5. I read 5 books. That's, it's not the worst I've ever done, but it's really not the best. I'm going to go through it and I'm going to give a little recap on what I read. In total, I managed to read 1,817 pages, which is pretty good. I can pat myself on the back for that one. And I did listen to an audiobook, which is such an achievement for me. I'm not really a big audiobook girl, and I've been trying to get into them more this year, you know, trying to listen to an audiobook while I draw or I paint or something, or while I'm out a walk. Try to give them a chance, and I do feel like they're getting better. Like, maybe I'm just getting better at picking my audiobooks, but I'm enjoying them more and more. So in May I listened to 2.88 hours of an audiobook, so just under 3 hours. I didn't actually manage to finish one, but I did listen to almost 3 hours of one, which, you know, we take what we get. My average time to finish a book in May was 17 days, which makes my head hurt just thinking about it. How is that my average? That 16-year-old me would be bawling. I'm gonna go through what I actually did manage to read and what took me an average of 17 days to get through. Starting up with the first book was King of Pride by Anna Hang. I did not actually read this copy. As you can see, it is brand new, it still has the tags on. I was rereading the King of Sin series by Anna Hang in like the beginning of May, and I didn't actually own any of the books. I went out and bought King of Envy because I was like, I need the fancy cover from the works, which is in the background here. And then when I got that, I managed to stumble across King of Wrath, which is the first book in the series, and then I kind of went on a little mission to find the whole series. So I did end up collecting the whole series. It is here, and then the other two are back here. I have pretty much Anna Hang's complete works, almost. One series I'm missing. So I'm pretty proud of that. That was my achievement for me. I might not have read much, but I bought a lot. So I read King of Pride, absolutely loved it, rated it 5 stars. Can I tell you what it was about anymore? Absolutely not. They've all just blurred into one because it's been, what, like 2-3 months now since I read them, which is so sad, but it also means I should probably read them again. Maybe, possibly. I did finish King of Pride. I also managed to finish King of Sloth and King of Greed. Or is it King of Greed and, yeah, it's King of Greed and King of Sloth. And then that was the amount that I managed to finish of the King of Sin series in May. This was where most of my energy went to, and I don't know why it took me so long to get through them, because I was loving these. Like I was like engrossed. When I could get myself to sit down and read, I was so content, and I would sit there for hours and I'd be fine. I think the problem is my attention span now. I think my attention span in 2025 is absolutely fried. Like I cannot focus on anything for more than a couple seconds. Thank you, TikTok. But yes, I got through 3 of the King of Sin series and I was very, very happy with that. I think my favourite out of these 3, no, it has to be King of Pride. Has to be King of Pride. just Kai, just Kai. I think even in the first book I was like, oh, Kai's kind of, I needed to know more about him, I needed to see more. So I think when I finally got to book 2 and actually read about Kai, I was really happy with that. So I think the favourite out of these 3 is definitely Kind of Proud. Out of the whole series, that is another story that will be addressed another day. So that's 3 of the 4 books I read. No. That's 3 of the 5 books I read in May. I did finish Kind of Proud first, and then I took a break to read a library book that I borrowed, so I don't have the copy anymore. But I did read Make Your Bed by William H. McRaven. It was a very like self-help kind of book. It was very much like practical life advice, which I found very valuable, but also the author, I think he was in the army or the navy or something. If I'm wrong, I'm apologising. But it was that very like military style discipline, and all of the advice kind of centered around that, all these stories kind of centered around that, and that's just not my cup of tea. I'm really no interest in it. So I found myself like skimming a lot of pages because I was like, I don't, not that I didn't care, but I just felt no connection to it, so I didn't feel like, oh, I should really pay attention to this. And as I said, I'm in a bit of a slump, so I was just like, whatever, let's just get through this, let's read this. And it had to be back at the library, I think, within a couple of days, so I was rushing it, and I didn't give it the time and attention that it deserved, and that was on me. So I didn't really enjoy that, and it didn't really help my slump. But while I was reading these, I was doing my 10 pages a day of my self-help book, and the self-help book I was currently working on was Buy Yourself the Damn Flowers by Tam Kumar. This was my second time reading this, and as you can see, I went through and tabbed the whole thing while I was reading it this time, and I actually kind of ran out of tabs near the end, which is why they kind of just slow down. So I might need to buy more tabs soon and go back through this and reread it, because I actually really enjoy this book, and the advice in it is slowly turning my life around when I pay attention to it. And honestly, I think for the rest of the year I should just keep going through this book. Like, I should just finish it and go back to the beginning again, because Tam Kumar is the only thing that's going to get me through the rest of this year at this point. Absolutely love it. 5 stars. If you are a girly girl who loves self-improvement and wants to have like a better life and enjoy your life more and romanticize your life more, 100% would recommend Tam. Check out her YouTube, check out her podcast that unfortunately isn't around anymore, but check out the old episodes, check out her Instagram and everything. Just, this girl is keeping me alive at the minute, and she deserves all the praise for it. So this was a 5-star read, and it will be getting reread very soon. I think my favourite read of the month was Buy Yourself the Damn Flowers. I just think because it resonated with me so deeply, it was just what I needed. It is probably what messed up my average so bad, you know, that 17-day average that I had. I was trying to be like, okay, I'll go for it 10 pages at a time, and then I would just be like, right, okay, we're going to keep going, we need a little bit more, so I was going for it faster than I normally would, but I needed to hear what she had to say. I needed those life lessons, I needed that guidance, so to speak. Tam was a lifesaver in the month of May, and she will probably be a lifesaver in the month of July, August, September, October, November, December, and then again into 2026. That was my very quick recap of what I read in May. It was so quick because it was 2 months ago, so I hardly remember what I actually read, and because I didn't read a lot, and I'm really sucking at reading at the minute, and we're like halfway into the year, and I'm telling myself I'm just gonna read everything I can get my hands on, and I'm gonna read as much as I can and try and finish this year off strong. I'm doing really well on my reading goal. My reading goal was 52 books for the year, and I'm on book 37, so I'm not behind, but I feel like I'm spending so much time on my phone that I'm not actually reading as much as I'd like to, so the TikTok habit is going to be kicked and it's going to be replaced with books for the rest of the year. This is not really the part of the video where I would share what I was reading in the coming month, which for the month for me it would have been June, but June has been and gone. June is dead and buried. June, may rest in peace. I would like to say that June was a better month for me for reading, but it was not. It was not. Unfortunately though, to find out what I read in June, you're gonna have to wait till next week for my next upload, because I'm pacing this out. I'm making you wait for it. It will be worth the wait, I promise. But until then, check me out on my other socials below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up or comment what you read in May, or even what you read in June, or what you're reading right now. Just let me know in the comments below, because I love interacting with you guys and I love seeing what everyone's reading because I'm very nosy. But until next week, I love yous. Bye!